Now, each and every single one of us have had different introductions to credit. However, I can almost bet my bottom dollar that at some point in time in your life, you were out shopping, maybe with a friend or two, you're at checkout, you're getting ready to make a purchase, and right before you swipe the card, the cashier stops and asks you, would you like to save 20% on your purchase today by applying for a store credit card? And 9.99999999999 times out of 10, what do most of us usually say right then and there in that moment? Yes, we're not thinking about the credit card and the APR or any of the things that come with it. We're not thinking about any of the loopholes or the fine print that comes with the credit card. We just want to save that 20%, right? The topic of store credit cards is one that we are all familiar with. However, I personally haven't seen much people on YouTube talk about it the way that I would like to talk about it. But that all changes right here and right now. What's going on, you guys? Marvin Francois here, and today we're going to be talking about store credit cards and why you should never, ever, well, not never, ever, but why you shouldn't apply for them in the year 2021 if you haven't already. Like most topics that I cover on my YouTube channel, this was a topic that was very highly requested and highly sought after for me to cover. And even outside of the YouTube space, this is a topic that I get bombarded with through friends and family members that I constantly ask me, Marv, should I apply for store credit cards? Marv, I've heard this about store credit cards. What do you think? Marv, I have a store credit card and somebody told me X, Y, and Z. Should I open it? Should I keep it closed? What do you think? So I'm going to be addressing all of that on this channel right here and right now. But before I do that, y'all already know the drill. Take a second, take a minute, take an hour out of your day right here, right now to slap that like button and show this video some love. It really does help a lot with the YouTube algorithm in terms of pushing a video out there so that more and more people can see it. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Before we do that, I want to take a second to give a very special shout out to our sponsors for this video, Client Clouds. Client Clouds is an all-in-one customer relationship management software that helps business owners automate and centralize their business through their marketing, communication, and reputation platform. Managing and staying on top of all of your leads and clients can be oh so daunting if you don't have the right systems in place. Luckily, Client Clouds makes the process so much easier and simplified so that you as the business owner can focus on working on the business and not in it. Whether it's payment processing, email management, course creation, marketing campaigns, this CRM literally does it all. So if you are ready to scale and automate your business to the highest level, head over to clientclouds.com and use my promo code MarvCloud2021 and you can save 10% off your first month's invoice. That's clientclouds.com, promo code MarvCloud2021, and they will get you started. Now, personally, I'm not a proponent of anybody getting store credit cards. However, there is one caveat for it that I am going to be getting into as the video progresses. But to kind of dive into why I personally do not advocate for store credit cards, my first reason is quite simply, you can't really use most store credit cards anywhere else but that specific store. Most store credit cards are called loop credit cards, meaning that you can only use the card along with any rewards that comes with it at that specific store and at that specific store only. Now, I don't know about you guys, but for me personally, that's not all too appealing, right? If I'm getting 2% cashback, 3% cashback, even 1% cashback, I don't only want to be able to reap those rewards at one specific store. I want to be able to get that cashback whether it be at a gas station, a supermarket, a wholesale club, wherever it may be. Now, here's my caveat when it comes to store credit cards, all right? Whether it be a Best Buy or a Target or an Amazon, whichever store credit card, if you are someone who knows that when it comes to this specific store, even a BJ's, doesn't matter. When it comes to this specific store, you shop there a lot, and I mean a lot. I mean, you shop there so dang much, they might as well give you your own cubby in the back station with the rest of the employees. Then in a situation or a circumstance like that, it can make sense for you to get a store credit card. However, if that's not the case, then I personally would consider getting a store credit card an unnecessary addition to your credit card collection, especially when you consider that these store credit cards can actually hurt your chances of being able to apply for other higher valued credit cards, like for example, let's say Chase. Now, for those of you who don't know, Chase is very notorious for having what's called a 524 rule. Basically a rule saying that if you've applied for 5 credit cards within the past 24 months, you are not going to be eligible to apply and get approved approved for a Chase credit card. So now going back to the caveat that I mentioned, unless this is a store that you know for sure that you consistently shop at, you now jeopardize putting yourself in a situation where you're getting a credit card that's an unnecessary addition to your credit card collection, and that slot that you used to get that card for Amazon that you didn't really need, to get that card from Target that you didn't really need, could have been used to get a high value credit card, a higher valued credit card like a Chase Freedom Unlimited with bonuses and rewards that you could use not just at that store but any other store. You understand? Another con of store credit cards is that store credit cards are actually known to have higher APRs than that of a regular credit card. So on average, a store credit card is known to have an APR of up to 20% and over, which is way more than what the average APR on a regular credit card would be, which would be anywhere from about 14 to 19% as reported by the Federal Reserve. Now, while some of these store credit cards may offer time periods where they defer the APR, those time frames are typically short, meaning that the amount of money that you would save in that time period is small unless you're making huge purchases. And most times the APR on these cards are so large that even with the initial rewards and the initial deferment of the APR that they offer you when opening the card, those things pale in comparison to the heavy interest charges you end up paying when you do carry a balance on these store credit cards. That actually brings me to my next point, which is that store credit cards actually force most of us to overspend. How? Let me explain. Like I said earlier, the only caveat that I personally have for getting store credit cards is if you know for a fact that you are going to consistently and have been consistently shopping at the store, and you want to start reaping rewards from these purchases that you have been, are, and will continue to make in the near future. But for most of us that apply for these store credit cards, that is not the case at all. Listen, let's be honest, let's be frank. All right, let's it's just me and you in here and this backdrop. All right, let's have a one-on-one. Let's break this down, right? You know that I know that you know that I know that you know you only have that Old Navy credit card sitting in your wallet right now because you wanted to save 20% off on that wool knit sweater. Let's just be honest, all right? Now you have this credit card that you know you never needed. You're getting all these newsletters and mailers coming in from Old Navy talking about come shop and save with us. You know that if you don't use this credit card, it's going to close, which is then going to drop your credit score, and you feel more inclined than ever to go to Old Navy and make purchases that you were probably not going to make in the first place. Fast forward 4 months, 14 graphic tees, 3 gray hoodies, 2 ripped jeans, and another wool knit sweater later, you now have a maxed out Old Navy credit card that you're barely making minimum payments on top of the interest charges that come with it, all because you were looking to save 15 to 20% off, and it's a lose-lose situation every single time. Another reason why I am not a proponent of store credit cards is because although they're supposed to be geared more towards shopping, they pale in comparison to other credit card issuers when it comes to something that is extremely important for shoppers, which is what? Shopping protection. Credit card issuers such as Chase, Amex, and Capital One offer programs such as price protection, which reimburses you in the event that the price for an item drops after you purchase it. That's amazing. Extended warranty beyond the original warranty of whatever item you buy, and purchase protection, which protects you in the event that something is lost or stolen. Which brings me to my 5th and final point, which I personally believe is the strongest points of them all, which is there are other ways besides store credit cards that you can maximize retail rewards. Most big name credit card issuers do not offer retail rewards for retail purchases. So in that regard, I give that point over to the store credit card fiends. But there are ways around that do still allow you to maximize retail rewards. One of the best ways to do so is through using online shopping portals that actually allow you to shop with some of your favorite big name retailers and redeem cashback, reward points, travel points, and so much more, regardless of whatever credit cards you're using. My personal favorite is Rakuten. Now, wait, time out real quick, because me and my friends get in a little bit of an argument about this all the time. Is it Rakuten or Rakuten? Like, how y'all pronounce it? Let me know in the comments below, because I say Rakuten, my friends say Rakuten, almost like Hadouken. I don't know. I've been saying Rakuten. It sounds like a move out of Tekken. We gonna figure it out. Let us know in the comments. But with Rakuten, you can do your online shopping with your favorite retailer and still earn rewards. And even if you don't want to shop with Rakuten, there are still several ways that you can get creative with the rewards that you have on your credit cards right now. I'm about to get out of the game right now. Watch this, right? You ain't never heard nothing like this before in your life. There's probably 1 or 2 people that's watching this right now that did this before. But if you haven't, I'm about to put you on game right now. Watch this. Let's say, for example, you have a credit card like a Discover It Cashback, right? Or an Amex Gold credit card that gives you 5% cash back on supermarket store purchases, right? You can go into some of these supermarkets and purchase gift cards for the retailers that you're looking to buy items with. Use your credit card so that you can get 5% cash back on those gift cards, then take those same gift cards and use them to buy the items with the retailers. So it's almost like a sneaky way of you getting 5% cash back with those retailers, when in actuality you're getting 5% cash back off the gift cards, and you use the gift cards to purchase the items with the retailers. Get it? Got it? Good. But look, the bottom line is this: if you have a store credit card, I'm not advocating for you to close the credit card down just because it's a store credit card, especially if you've maintained positive payment history on it, you've kept the utilization under 10%, and you've had it for a long period of time, because you can't beat a length of credit history on a credit report. That's huge, right? However, if you didn't have a store credit card and you're on the fence about if you should or should not get one, it only makes sense. I repeat, it only makes sense. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm gonna say it again. It only makes sense. I'm talking to 8 of my cousins right now. If this is a card you know you're going to consistently use at this location you're getting the credit card from, that's it. And even then, I still am not the biggest proponent of getting these cards, because I literally just gave y'all game on how to reap rewards from these same retailers using credit cards that you can use not just at that store but anywhere else. But either way, the choice is yours. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on YouTube with a mustache that talks credit. So there's that. But either way, that concludes this YouTube video. Did you agree with my sentiments about store credit cards? Did you disagree with my sentiments about store credit cards? Either way, whether you have a comment, a question, a concern, a gripe that you want to express, use the comment section below. We'll talk it out, we'll figure it out, we'll hug it out, and then life will go on pretty dang smooth. As always, I am Marvin Francois, and if you haven't already, y'all already know the drill. Take a second, take a minute, take an hour out of your day right here, right now, to slap that like button. I really and truly do appreciate each and every single one of you that do so for me on each and every single one of my videos. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button while you're at it too, to tune in for more great content about all things credit and other things financial literacy that are on the horizon in the near future. But I'm Marvin Francois. Y'all have been good. I've been great. This has been amazing. And as always, thank you and God bless.